Did you miss last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Well, don't worry, because I'm here to fill you in on all the drama that went down on last night's episode. The episode first starts off with Nene picking up Greg from the hospital, but luckily Greg is very healthy at this moment. We didn't see much of Candy in this episode because Candy was actually on her way to New York for her cover of Essence magazine shoot. Now, if y'all haven't seen it yet, make sure you go check it out on essence.com because she looks phenomenal on that cover. If y'all remember last episode, Sheree did sit down with, her friends to kind of do a practice exercise of how she wants to talk to her kids about the abuse that she received with Bob in her last relationship. Now, when she did do this exercise with her friends, it didn't really go too well because it was really hard for her. So her life coach asked her how it went, and Sheree did say, I blacked out and I feel like I just can't do it. But her life coach told her, I advise you to give yourself a deadline to talk to your kids. So Sheree says she'll talk to them in 2 weeks. So I guess we'll see exactly how that conversations go down. Now, it looks like Sheree is rebuilding another relationship, this time with Kenya Moore. If y'all remember last season, Kenya Moore and, Sheree were always back at it about whose house was better and all that crazy nonsense. But they actually come together during a spin cycle class, and Kenya asks her if she would like to be a part of her PSA on domestic violence. Kenya lets us know that she is also a victim of domestic violence. So it's great to see these ladies come together to do something for a bigger cause. We didn't see Portia much this episode either, except for she did make up with her sister Lauren. Last episode, Lauren was pretty much pissed and felt like Portia doesn't, appreciate her work. But Portia did apologize to her and let her know, no matter what, you always have a job with me. But Lauren lets her know if you keep acting like this, you're going to ruin your own business at this point. Nene ends up throwing a fabulous all-white party, but she made it clear that she was not inviting Portia nowhere near that party. However, she was in for a surprise because Sheree ends up bringing Kim. Now, Kim and Nene are always kind of back and forth, on and off relationship. It's kind of weird with them. But when she came into the house, Nene was like, well, hello, and they end up hugging. Kim was basically like, I don't know if Nene likes me or if she doesn't. One minute she does, one minute she doesn't. But Kim was not a happy camper at this party. As y'all know, the conversation, of course, went to Kenya and her husband, Mark. Marlo did ask, when are we going to be able to meet him? Because she felt like everyone else met him in the room. But Kim was like, girl, ain't nobody meet him yet because he's fake. She blatantly said this relationship is fake. Now, the first time it happened, Kenya, ignored it. And she was just like, whatever. Kept going on with it, talking about how much she's in love. Then Kim said it again about how the relationship is so full of, nonsense. And Kenya just snaps back and she said, why are you so worried about me when you should be worried about pimping out your daughter? That was the wrong thing to say, because next thing you know, these girls are at it like cats and dogs. So next episode is literally going to be crazy. Make sure y'all check back next week for another recap of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and tune in every Sunday night at 8 p.m. on Bravo TV for all your latest entertainment and gossip news. Make sure you visit thepettypunch.com.